Hello everyone, in this video I'll show you how to use the CTD counter or the decrement counter in Master2. First, let's create a new network, then I will go to the right side of the screen in the toolbox, select CTD, then click and drag to our new network. I'll call this function block CTD_0, and there we go. Now the way this function block works is that you have a CD input here, which is the counter input. You also have a load input, a preset value, and a counter value. Every time you enable this contact right here, you decrement the counter value, and when the counter value reaches 0, the function block will enable its output. And then to load again the preset value to the counter value, you have to enable the load input. I'll demonstrate this in a little bit, but first let's assign our variables. For the counter variable, I'll use the input 3. For the load input, I'll create a new variable, let's say load input. For the preset value, I'll use the value 3, and for the counter value, I'll leave it as blank. Now add a coil, output 11, and finally, let's test our logic. Click the login button. Okay, as you already can see here, the output 11 is enabled, and that is because the counter value is 0. So as I explained earlier, every time the counter value reaches 0, the function block will enable its output. Now, to load the preset value to the counter value, let's enable the load input. Then the function block will disable its output because the counter value is different from 0. Now let's start decrementing the counter value by enabling the input 3. It's already decrementing. Let's go to 0. And there we go. The output 11 is enabled and we reached 0. That's how you use the CTD function block in Master2, and I see you on the next video.